Hello everyone, nice to have you back here on this channel. It's good to know that you are there. I'm going to continue solving the just concluded NECO year 2026 technical drawing question. I've solved question 1, I've solved question 2. Then I will be going to question 3 now. So you can take a look at the solution to this question 1 and question 2 right here on this channel on Leon EduTech Consult. So I go straight away to solving question 3. The question says that the elevation and plan of a cone are shown in figure 4.3. Draw 1, the given elevation. This is the elevation. We are told to draw the elevation. Then 2, the plan. This is the plan. Okay. Then after we've done that, we are now going to proceed to drawing the first auxiliary elevation on plane x1 y1. This is plane x1 and y1. But before we do that, we need to draw for this Roman figure 1 and 2. But I'm going to be starting with the plan. Okay, I will start the plan, then from the plan I will project to get the elevation. So I go quickly now. So what I'm going to do here now is this. I'll produce this line, okay, which will serve as my baseline. Then I'll pick a point, okay. Then from that point I will produce a vertical. I'll produce a vertical this way. All right. Then what I will do next, we are given the diameter for the circle here, the plan, to be 50. So to draw that now, I will use 25 as my radius, so which is going to give me 50, as you can see. So I will needle on this point as the center of the circle. So I will produce this, okay, produce that. So I will just extend this line down. All right, so the next thing I will do from this side of the circle, so I'm going to produce a vertical line this way, both side. All right, now so I have that now. So we are given the plane x and y. No particular distance is given to us. This is demarcating the elevation from the plan. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pick that now. So I'm going to draw that. Just pick any point this way. All right, make sure it's straight that way. So produce this. All right, so that will be the xy. So I will highlight that to represent the plane. So this is x and this is y. All right, now so I'm going to be drawing the elevation now. I'll produce the elevation now. Okay, I will just take a distance away from the, you can open your compass this way. Okay, just pick any convenient distance this way at both sides, the same length. Okay, so I will join these 2 points together now. Okay, then we are given the height of the cone to be 50, as you can see here. So from this point now, from this point, not this, from this point here, I'm going to measure 50. I'm going to measure 50. So come this way from here. So this is 50. All right, so what I will do, I will connect this to this side here. This way, then at this other side. All right now, so to complete elevation and the plan. So the next thing I'm going to do, I will go to the plan now. I'm going to be dividing the plan. I will divide the plan into 12 equal parts. But before I do that, I will highlight this. Let me highlight that. So from the plan now, I'm going to be dividing the plan into 12 equal parts. Okay, so I believe we know how to divide a circle into 12 equal parts. So that's what I'm doing here now. So with the radius of the circle, go this way. Has been rightly divided into 12 equal parts, so I'm going to number this way. So I'll start this way: 0, 1, 2, 11, and 12. So I call this now my elevation. This is the elevation, while this is the plan. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do now, from you can see from 6 a straight line goes up to meet the base of the cone. So I will draw from 5 and 7, a straight line will go to meet the base of the cone this way. Then 4 and 8, also a straight line will go this way. You can see that now. Then 3 and 9, a straight line touches the base of the cone. Then 2 and 10, 2 and 10 also will go this way to touch the base of the cone. Then 1 and 11 also will go this way to touch the base of the cone. Now from where they all touch the base of the cone, I'm going to draw, just like we have lines, slant line like this. I will draw a slant line to meet the apex of the cone this way. Okay, you don't need to tick out that one. So draw to meet the apex, then come this way, meet the apex, then lastly this side, draw to meet the apex. So with this now, we complete the elevation, and the plan is as easy as what we have here. It's not complex at all. Had the cone been truncated, cut off or chopped off at the top this way, the plan would have been a different thing entirely. Okay, but because it's a perfect cone this way, no part has been truncated. That's why we have the plan this way. All right, now so we proceed now to the first auxiliary elevation on plane x1 y1. Now you can see this plane here, this x1 y1. I'm going to be drawing that. Okay, we have this line here as 45 degrees. So any line I draw from this circle, it must be at 45 to this base here, to this plane here, or to this one here. It must be at 45. So what I will just do is it's as simple as just putting your set square this way. Okay, I'll put my set square this way. Okay, so I'm going to start. Let me start with this 6. Now you will notice that this 6 and 9 will be on the same line. Okay, and take note as well, this line here, you follow this line, this side of the set square. Okay, that will produce this, just produce the line. Okay, then we move to 7. We move to 7. Then you will notice that 7 and 8 as well will be on the same line. So just produce this way. Okay, then we go to 5. Then 5 and 10 as well will be on the same line. Okay, point 5 and 10 will be on the same line. Also this line, this side of the set square must be in line. Okay, so that's, so we have this. All right, so we go to 4 now. To 4. Okay, 4 and 11 will be on the same line. Okay, then 3 and 10 3 and 10 will be on the same line that way. Then 2, you also notice that 2 and 1 will be on the same line just like we have here. And don't forget to draw the center. So let's call the center O. Then I'll move it to the center. Move it to the center. Then I'll produce from the center this way. All right, now, so what I'm going to do now is just use my ruler to further extend the line. Just extend the line. You do that very quickly. Okay, like we have it here now. Okay, so you will notice that, okay, this line now, okay, like we have here, each of these lines will be at 45 degree. So this angle here is our 45 degree. So the next thing I will do, this angle here is 90 degree for this x1 y line, x1 y1. So this angle here is 90 degree, here is 90 degree, while this other side is 45 degrees. So 45 plus 45, 90 plus 90 makes what? 180. So I'm going on a straight line. So what I'm going to do now, you can use any of the set square to just draw at 90 degree, which will represent that we are not giving any particular distance for the x1 y1. So I will just produce the x1 y1. So let me just I will take out that one. So I will highlight it, so which will serve as my x1 y1. So we'll go on this way like this. Okay, so that line now, so this is my x1 and then y1, like we have it there. All right, now, so the next thing I will do now, want to draw, this is my plane, the auxiliary plane, where I'm going to be producing the first auxiliary elevation. Now, because we are told to draw the first auxiliary elevation, that's why I'm projecting from the plan. I don't know if I told us that earlier. I'm producing from the plan. Okay, it's not auxiliary plan that I'm drawing. If it's auxiliary plan, I'm going to project from the elevation. Okay, all right, so you can take a look at my video on auxiliary projection of geometrical shapes so you understand that better. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do now, I want to have I'm going to take a convenient distance, to say, okay, equal distance. So let's say this part now. Okay, then this other part here, this way. Okay, so I'm going to connect these two points together that way. All right, so the next thing I will do, come to the elevation. It's a very simple thing we are doing here. So just stretch to the apex this way, stretch to the apex, then place here. Okay, I'm going to strike the center line, trace it to the center this way. Okay, then place here this other side to strike this. Okay, to intersect, to strike an arc to intersect the first arc there. So this point I'll connect to this part here. Okay, this way, then connect this to this part. Then I will take out this base here. Okay, it's much easier this way, in the sense that, like I said earlier, the cone is not truncated. I didn't mean the cone is truncated. Like I said, the plan would have been a different shape. Okay, from here now, the auxiliary elevation is not going to appear flat like this. Okay, well, we're going to be having something like an oval at the top. I didn't mean it is truncated at any particular point there. So the final thing I will do, so from each of these points, okay, I will just project lines, just project to touch the apex like we did on the elevation. You don't need to take that out. Okay, so just project that way. Project this way. this way. All right, so this is my first auxiliary elevation. Yes, first auxiliary elevation. Okay, all right, is this as easy as what we have here? All right, so if you miss any part, you can just go back to the video and just rewatch it. Thank you very much for staying tuned always. Okay, so the next video, I'm going to be making video for this number 4. Please stay tuned. Okay, and if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscription button, turn on the notification button so that you'll be notified whenever I drop a new video. Thank you very much for staying tuned. God bless you. See you in my next video. Bye.